basically we're going to now get rolling with the disc, stuff. And let me give a real quick background in terms of, for those of you that maybe didn't see the post on Gravitate. We actually came across Frank through someone else in the industry. Frank has a ton of formal coaching and training that he does for just a ton of companies and businesses. And I think the thing that really got my attention and Mike's attention is Frank's experience in working with companies and helping them specifically target vertical markets. And so we've talked a lot about finding your $1 million niche. We've talked a lot about getting strategic with your sales. As we're sitting here, we all know that the majority of us don't have formal sales training. And so we're in such a competitive business. How do we separate ourselves from the competition? How do we separate ourselves in the eyes of the buyer? And how do we go about building long-term relationships that ultimately lead to easier, repeatable sales, let's call it. And so today's workshop is really learning a tool and a piece of that. And that's why we've brought Frank in. He's worked with over 3,500 business owners and sales reps, and he's got a ton of experience, and we're excited to have you, Frank.
I will tell you that I am not transactional, and I teach all of my clients not to be transactional. I teach my clients that it is far better to cultivate a client for life, because that's how you grow organically. To be transactional is to be one of your competitors. And what I always tell our clients is, let your competitors do that. Don't do that. We also need mutual cooperation and understanding from people. We need to understand ourselves and others. I'm sure most of you, not all of you, have noticed that you have certain tendencies. If you've ever walked out of a discovery meeting, or if you've ever sat in your car or at home and you say, geez, why did I do that? I always do that. Why is it that I always do that? Well, we have certain tendencies, and we need to understand ourselves. We need to understand our strengths and our own personal challenges. And we need to be able to identify that, not just in ourselves, but in others. We need to be able to master communicating with our clients.